Hey guys, Max Manipulator here, coming at you with the longest takes power scaling on YouTube. And so what are we going to be doing today? We're going to be doing Pain versus Obito. Now this is an interesting debate for one simple reason. Both are commonly counted as the strongest members of the akaskui. Who comes out top? Well, you may say Obito, but I actually think Pain. This is down to one simple reason. There's 6 of them and 1 of Obito. Now, this may seem pretty shocking at first. And yeah, I will admit, it's a pretty shocking assessment, right? But the argument really falls apart when you realize that Obito has to be close to a target in order to pull them into combat, as in physically touching them. As a result, I think it's a bit disingenuous to say that Obito would get all 6 paths of Pain. Especially when you consider the Pain would be firing off ninjutsu, trying to catch him off guard. He wouldn't just be, waiting stationary just to get caught. You know what I mean? Plus, Pain knows how Obito's ability works. This is pretty evident in a fight with Obito's fight with Conan, that they had been surveillancing him for forever. And really, that's half of the battle with Obito, is just knowing how Kamui operates. Because it's quite an esoteric ability. But once you know about the 5-minute timer, I believe it's definitely a lot easier to combat. You also have the case of Shinra Tensei to pull him in closer, and Almighty Push to repel him away. As a result, I think it's pretty safe to say that Pain could play the keyboard game. But I hear what you guys saying. Oh, Pain's 6 paths operates on chakra networks. Or chakra rods, rather. Chakra rods. Well, I'm here to tell you that the argument that you're going to use about them being, operating off signals doesn't fall flat when you realize that, yes, this is a problem, but I don't think it's as big of a handicap as what people make it out to be, especially when you consider that one of the paths of Pain, the human path, was able to operate in Jiraiya's toad stomach, which is described by the data book as a separate dimension. So, if they can literally operate outside of conventional reality, I don't think you have anything to worry about in that regards. Another common argument I see, Obito, it's just too strong. You also have the fact of the Rainmaker Jutsu. So Pain might just unironically sense the attacks before they even come through. For anyone that doesn't know, the Rainmaker Jutsu essentially gives Pain omnipresent battle awareness, allowing him to sense opponents from great distance away. This is even more devastating when you consider that all the paths have shared vision. So unironically, Payne might just weave out the way like he's Mike Tyson, you know? Obito